So welcome back to The Business Coach. And before the break, I was having a conversation with Caroline Gina, the founder of Miss Clean, and just taking me through some of the challenges she has faced. One of the interesting things about you, or rather your story, is that you came from a humble beginning. You had mentioned to me earlier on, ulianza kama mama wa kufua. Take me through that.
Yes, I used to be Mama Fuanguo, and my one advice, like before I explain that Mama Fuanguo, is that do not look down on that house girl in your house or that person Mama Fua who comes to wash for you or clean for you. You never know where you will meet them tomorrow. Usually today I'm an employee and I used to clean for someone. Yeah. So when I cleared high school at the age of 19, I had to go to, I had the challenging moment. That time my mom was very unwell and I had to take care of myself. There was no money to even go to university or college or any higher level of higher learning. Higher education, So what I had to do was I got some place to volunteer where I lived, some place in Eastland. Yeah. So at St. John's Community Center, I went to volunteer there. But then now volunteering also meant that I still didn't have money to take care of myself, and that's how I got myself into washing people's clothes. So I had a client in Hurlingham and another client that is in Nairobi, and I had another client in Nairobi West that is also in Nairobi. One of them in Hurlingham was paying me 1,000 bob, the other one paying me 350 shillings. Yeah. And I did that kind of job for 3 years.
3 years.
And that's how later I got money to go to college. And in between, as I was doing my business course, because I was so sure I needed to do business, as I mentioned to you, that I grew up with a family of entrepreneurs, and I was actually rearing chicken as a young girl when I was growing up. And also when I was in high school, I used to buy, innerwears in the second-hand market called Kikomba. I would clean them up nicely and iron and sell them to my, schoolmates in high school. So business, I can't say actually business is in my blood. So I knew I needed to do business, so I took a business course. So when the rest were doing a research paper and waiting for the graduation, I did a business plan. When they were graduating, I was busy now working and trying to try my hands in business. And I was like my first year, that was 2008. So in between, before I go to start a business, I was 3 years before working as a cleaner.
And I know there's a lot of young there's a lot of young people.
Yeah.
There are a lot of young people watching this who probably at 19 think that success just comes quite easily. Take me through your thought process. What exactly was going on through your mind, especially knowing that you're a teenager, instead of probably just going to college directly, you're here working as Mama Kufua. What exactly was going through your mind at that particular point, and what are some of the lessons that you learned that made you be who you are?
Actually, come to think about it today, I would be worried if I was to do that today, because now my mindset is on another level and I've experienced life differently. I think it was an easy thing for me to do then, because I come from a very humble background. I was born in Uganda, so I was partly raised in Uganda by my grandparents, and we also came to Kenya, and I was in Mashinani, Ushago, like Makueni at the interiors. Yeah. So I did actually really had a job that just cleaning. So cleaning was, that's one of those jobs that I did at home. So it was really a big deal. Yeah. And I had not seen, maybe like no one told me or made me feel like cleaning was really a bad job, because when I was growing up, my grandmother actually kept on telling me that be proud in everything and anything that you do with your own life, and especially your hard-earned money brings you pride. So for me, that was my focus. And actually, my dreams were big. I knew there was just something at the back of my mind that it was very clear that I'll one day be successful, I'll one day be big, I'll one day, make news. I knew this would happen one day.
And here you are.
And I knew I needed to do some humble beginnings. I needed to do some groundwork, dirty jobs. And for me, doing that cleaning, I did it with a lot of excitement. And you can actually, one day I'll actually get maybe those people to testify. There's no one day I went to that work feeling, with my head down, because feeling like it's not really like a right job. Did I see other girls who are doing better? Yes. The rich ones and the ones who are doing better jobs, I saw them, but I never stood to compare myself with them. I was actually proud of what I was doing, because I knew I was not going to be there for a long time. I knew later and sooner I'll get better and I'll be in a better place. So I needed to put in the work that I needed to put in that time. And even still today, the same attitude I carry. Yeah. If in case anything happened to Miss Clean today, let me tell you, Ian, I will start again. I'll start all over again. I'm not afraid to start. And visionaries in businesses, one of the things and one of the, our outstanding personalities, that we can always start again. True. We can always start over again. We are not afraid to start. And so that's like an attitude we carry around.
And think about starting again. When you started off, you mentioned earlier on that you started with no capital. Take me through that process, because for everybody, probably people who actually box me to ask me how to start this, how much do I need to start? You started with nothing. Take me through your process and how exactly you started Miss Clean.
I was ambitious like every other girl, so I done already a financial plan because in school, of course, they taught me every business there's no business plan that does not have a financials, financial, appendix at the end of it. So I did a business plan, sure, and it had a business, a financial. I had financial that were amounting to 800,000 shillings. I was ambitious like every other person. But for ground, I came back to reality. I was earning 6,000 shillings by then. That man was not even enough. I was living in the Eastlands. I was working in Upper Hill. So my end man had nothing. So I was so sure there was no way I would ever get capital. I walked to several banks. I asked them, I gave them my business plan. They said, oh, good idea. We like it, but will you come back after 6 months after you've saved a bit with us? So no one finances ideas. Maybe currently, and especially the digital ideas, and the technology side of ideas, currently at least you have a few things and a few people that are interested in that. But then there was none. So I had to start with no capital. And maybe most people keep asking me, how did you do this? And you remember I said I was a mama fu, I was cleaning for people. So when I was drawing my business plan, I actually drew several business plans. And why I started for cleaning is because, of course, I'm very passionate about cleaning. My grandma was a clean freak, was singing cleaning every day, at our home. So I knew I was passionate about cleaning. But still, again, I remember the two clients that I had. In my mind, it was very clear that there must be others and them as well that will need the same service. So this is how I settled to do cleaning. And I said, I will just start small because I was not afraid of starting small. So I took two women. I dressed them very well. I branded my business, I took her some nice dashboards. And I just talked to my client and asked them, my friend, and I asked them, can I clean your home today? Some were not even so sure about what I was saying. Then I said, let me clean. When you're done, then you can see our work and then pay us if you don't trust what I'm talking about. So I started, that's how I started. So my first client I cleaned for, they said, please be coming every Monday. The second client, please be coming every Tuesday. And the same also referred us to other clients. So first, in a matter of 6 months, we were already over books. We had jobs. So I made sure I started saving my 20 shillings, my 50 shillings to the bank. Actually, used to take it to Equity Bank. I used to take even 50 bob. I would work with the bank and just bank it physically myself. And there's pleasure in doing such a thing. Because now you're able to look back and say, see the far you've come from and appreciate where you are every day.
Interesting, because you've been 12 years in business right now. That's quite a long time. What are some of the valuable lessons that you've learned through your journey so far, and what exactly would you like to share with the audience or any entrepreneur who's wishing to get into this business?
Do not just get into business just because it's the new thing. Like right now, it's just an attitude about Kenyans. When they hear something that is happening, like the big shiny things,
you want to go palikuna pesa
in the town, the new thing that is paying, you want to go into it. And I've watched this system actually. People get into mask business, get into sanitizer business, get into cleaning business. It's something you don't know. And before you know it, you burn your fingers, you even lose all the money you've had. So for me, is don't just get into business because you had a hype about it. Be sure that it's something that you're interested in as a person. Don't even get under pressure because right now some people are not working or they're not even, they're not engaged in anything. As much as you want to get into business, just do your due diligence. And from within, it has to come from within because you get tired. Business is difficult. Let me just say, it's really difficult to run a business. The best decision I made, but yes, it's very difficult. So when that difficult situation and season comes, I closed twice my own business and I went home. I've had auctioneers come to my own house. When that season comes, when that time happens, what will you do? So you need to actually be very sure that you really want to be in business. Number two, I've learned also, it's good to be willing to collaborate with other people. One of the things that I've grown my business to this level and to this far, it is to to be intentional about networking. I pay subscription fee and monies that are, some people say it's a lot of money. For me, I pay because I know the power of networking. So it's good to be very well networked because this has actually happened through that is that most of the times clients call me and they tell me I posted in a group that I needed a cleaning company and like 3 or 4 people recommended you. So that tells you I'm well known because I continuously kept on talking about what I do and myself and my business. Number 3, I don't know how many points I have.
Unfortunately, you've run out of time. I know we go on in this conversation, but I appreciate you for having gotten the time. Thanks so much, Karen. We are going to have another opportunity to go through this. Every Tuesday we have an Instagram live or business coach, so I'm going to invite you for next week. going to be joining me.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having watched the show. As I've said, every Tuesday at 9 p.m. join me on KTN Home Instagram page, where we'll be having, or rather extending all these conversations. You realize I don't have enough time. And also from Monday to Thursday from 7 a.m., the Business Coach reruns will be running. So every morning when you wake up and you need some business inspiration, tune in to KTN Home. My name is Ian Dennis, and this has been the Business Coach, where we help entrepreneurs better their businesses.